You mentioned that one of the issues in the relationship was that you were making money. You felt like you were the provider in the relationship. And you don't need to say a number, but I do know it can be the case that when a woman gets involved with OnlyFans, for example, there's a lot of potential to make a lot of money, right? Whereas like a 22-year-old guy who might not be well established in his career might not have the opportunity to match somebody who's around his age cohort. So do you think that, you know?
I completely agree. And there's a thing where I told him, I don't need you to make money. Like, I don't need you to make like crazy money. I don't even need you to make like $10,000 a month. I just want you to show me that you're working, you're hustling, you have ambition to work. I see. But there was none of that. You know, there was no urgency to make money, and that's a problem for me.
Do any of the other women at the panel, have you had this experience with a guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
So many. Yeah. It's just so hard because even if they're not working, it's like, what are you doing?
Exactly.
Like, I'm interested in this, and this, and you kind of just maybe go to the gym, and like that's not enough. So many people go to the gym, but like I want to do this, and you can't even come with me to this stuff. So it doesn't even have anything to do with OnlyFans. Like our hobbies in general, like we're just more people like than that, you know. Like we're more of a person, and so it's really difficult to see a guy. They're like, oh, the girl's making all the cash. Like, I don't need to do much. She's got the house. She's got the car. Her life is put together. Even if it is OnlyFans money, you know, we still did it. And now we're doing better things with our life.
Speaking of cars, can we find a picture of Nala's
Lambo?
Green Lamborghini, by the way?
It's outside.
Yes, I saw it. I was like, she's here.
She's here. She made it. Poison Ivy's here.
You know what? You should get a photo with Pixie after.
I would love that.
The matching green. You
I
know?
would love that. It's so hot.
You should post it on your Instagram and be like, this is my Lambo.
This is mine.
Dream Lambo. I was going to say at...
that's...
Oh, that's it.
Well,
is she pretty?
Oh, she's so pretty.
Search for... Is it
That's the Daniel Mac video, so that's it. That's literally it.
Which one? The one just...
Top left.
Nick, go ahead.
Yeah.
Is that
Rodeo Drive?
Yeah. I did it with Daniel Mac.
Anyways,
Were you actually a stranger?
No.
Are there any photos of it on your IG or?
There might be.
Well, it's okay.
I don't
Wait,
know.
Take one together later.
Is there any room for you to scoot your chair like this way and scoot it into the table it's on? Like, or no? Is there any? No. You guys stay there, but is
a little bit.
It's the leg.
I just see this.
Squishes you into like.
I just see this gaping hole.
Yeah, sorry, my.
Like right there. Sorry, my OCD's. Okay.
It's okay.
Okay. All right.
I was gonna say actually, at one point in my relationship, I kind of felt similarly, but
your current or a past?
Marriage,
okay, got it.
And it led to a lot of issues, and I think I realized, like, I'm not speaking this of other women. I have no idea, but there was a lot of things that he was doing all the time for me that I didn't really see, and I think like honor or respect. And so I like grew this like level of frustration towards him that like luckily I was able to like kind of snap my head out of it and be like, yeah, he's not like making a ton of money. It was also during COVID. He was a personal trainer. He like literally cannot work. And then he would come up with new business ideas, and then there's like they like were watching his business plan strategies and be like, actually no park workouts either now. And he's like, come on. So there like wasn't a ton to do, but he was doing everything that he could around the house. He was cleaning, he was cooking, he was participating. The issue is that like I was working full time and also doing some of those things. And I think I don't know. I feel like this like financial thing that people get fixated on, it tears relationships apart probably more than it needs to. Because I think we get like weird notions about what money needs to look like in a relationship. And I guess I just like changed my mind. I realized like I don't really care if he's making money that much.
Okay.
I care a lot about like, is he high quality character? Do I trust him? Do I feel safe with him? Is he good to me? Is he sexy? Does he make me feel sexy? Like all of these important things of an important relationship. Do we have the similar spiritual values? And the answer is yes. And I'm not saying that you guys should or shouldn't have broken up with your partners. I have no idea. I'm just so glad that I was able to like
that's incredible.
break my head out of that because I love my husband.
Did you have something further?
Yeah,
Then I have a question.
And I want to add to that because
into the mic if you can.
Oh, sorry. I want to add to that because I feel like when you're in a relationship and there's something called a lot of people go through like 50-50 and like there's a lot of talk between should it be 50-50, should it be a man treats a woman, blah blah blah, and a lot of people have their own ideas on what a relationship should be and what it shouldn't. And I feel like from where I come from, like my culture and my tradition, it's always been, you know, a man takes care of a woman, right? But obviously, like, I see a relationship as, you know, we should be 50-50, and where we both trust each other, we both do whatever we can to support each other and whatever it might be. But in this case, like, if a man, or in this case, like, if a man isn't, you know, like you said, your man was doing stuff around the house, he was, you know, he's a personal trainer, he in a lot of cases, it's like in mine, he wanted me to take that first step with him, where it was like, I want you to help me find what I want to do. I want you to help me go work out. I want you to be there with me when I go find this. And I was like, I can't help you take those baby steps. I will be there for you. I will support you, but you need to find what you want to do. Because, and for me, when I started the OnlyFans, he was around and he wanted to get involved with that, right? And I was like, fuck yeah, like, I want you to be involved. Let's make money, But then to a point where it was like, okay, you're not doing anything else. You're always on just video games. You're not cleaning the house. You're not doing anything. So it felt like I wanted that to be my own thing, and I wanted him to have his own thing, and I wanted him to grow in doing his own thing. And then once we do have that, then we can, you know, come back and make money together.
So you were with that guy before you started your OnlyFans?
Yes. And we had a conversation.
Did the OnlyFans help that?
So we had a conversation like before I started, and he was the one that kind of nudged me into, like, you know, you can make money off this, like, you know. And I was like, yeah. So he told me, like, I don't want to lose you to this. I don't want you to, you know, because he's seen a lot of girls change. And I mean, we've all seen a lot of, once a girl starts, or anyone starts making money like that, you know, it changes people sometimes. So that was definitely a conversation that we had. But I also feel like he would.
Seven Deadly Simps donated $200.
Oh my God,
Would you date and/or fell at Brian? Also, my sprinkler goes like this.
That's amazing.
Comes back like this.
If you want to answer the question, Pixie,
What are your thoughts?
would you date and or fillet Brian?
Yes. I have a strict no red pill or red pill adjacent men.
You're out
Shoot,
of luck.
guys, I'm out of luck. I'm out of luck.
Too
I'm
close.
deeply hurt.
He won't make you buy your dinner when you go on a date.
What if, wait. What if I turn blue pill?
Oh,
I'd be open.
he would never. He would
Ryan's
never.
like, convert me, mommy.
Okay.
Can I ask a question to the OnlyFans girls real quick in these relationships? Like,
Okay, go ahead.
were you able to articulate what you needed in a relationship? If it wasn't a financial or monetary, like, did you verbalize to them what they could contribute? Because I feel like for a lot of guys, like, depending on how you're raised, there's a small window of where men feel like they can contribute and feel they have a purpose and have that, and unless someone's willing to articulate something other than that, you know, I don't fault men for
Yo, Sweet Tooths, thank you for the gifted 20 memberships. If you guys can give quick responses to that, go ahead.
I feel like kind of similar to what she said. Like, for me, it's not even about them being able to make the same money as me, because like you were saying, it's not the most realistic thing all the time, especially at the age. It's more about the ambition, and I've definitely like articulated that in past relationships. And there's been times where I feel like I was more blinded when I was younger about the money, and someone was doing everything they could. And then there's been times where a man just had no ambition, period.
For me, I feel like I'm very good at communicating what I want. Because I'm gone this far in life, and I know what I want, and it's easy to communicate that, and it's actually very simple. If you don't have money, that's fine. I got us.
Yeah.
We're good. You can fucking live with me. That's fine. I'll be mommy and daddy. But for me, it's
Don't
like.
you have a tattoo here? Wait, Nick.
Yeah.
Can you show it to this camera right here? You have a daddy tattoo on your lip.
It was the
Did
best
that
thing I
hurt?
ever got. Absolutely not. And if it did,
Okay.
pain is pleasure.
There's very few nerves in the front of your lip.
Yeah.
Don't those disappear after a while too?
I
the
heard
little
that,
ones?
but
Because
it's
it
been like
salivates,
2
yeah.
years right now.
Really?
Yeah, it's really wet.
It's the same thing with your fingers if you
Yeah,
get some
like
It's
tattoos.
just so wet, Brian.
Almost
Ah!
Haram!
Okay, good time.
So yeah, it's easy to communicate, but for me, it's really the simplest things. I want to go take a drive with you at sunset. I want your attention. Like, don't just be on your phone. We're in such an age right now where like everyone's stuck in their phones.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, put it away. Like, I worked and bust my ass so we could be here, and you're on your phone. Like, you're like, oh, I'm grinding. Like, no,
I have a question
I'm
for
right
you, though.
here. Yeah.
So what do you feel like though is your limit? Like, would you be in a relationship with someone where, okay, like the first couple years you guys, you know, you're the breadwinner and he, you know, it's cool, like he's giving you attention, he's giving you all that, and then you get married, blah blah blah, and he's still not getting a job, not doing, you know.
So if I get married to someone, we have an amazing connection, and money never mattered anyway. So it wouldn't carry on to all of a sudden matter, because I make very smart financial moves for my own future, which means I would have been making it for both of us.
Well,
Do you want to get married though?
Yes.
You do? Okay.
Yes.
If you want to get married.
I do.
Last
very
time,
down the line. I've really had these last 2 years to really think and get to know myself. I started this book called The Art of Being Alone, and it really talks you through like loving yourself, and like you're not alone, you're literally just with yourself. Like, date yourself, like do
100%.
things with yourself. And it's eye-opening. I've changed so much in these last 2 years being single, and I don't feel like anyone's ever encouraged me to be better. Once I started getting better, the resentment came in, and it was like, oh, I don't want to feel this way with you. You make me feel like I'm better, but you're like putting me on this weird pedestal, and then you're jealous of it. And it's odd, and it makes me feel uncomfortable.
Hold on,
It makes me feel like you're a little beta.
Makes you feel like a little beta?
No, it makes me feel like they're a little beta. I'm daddy.
Which you
they're the
like?
beta.
Which you like? Correct? Or
Well, she wants to take care
you
of
want to
them.
be daddy?
I'm a nurturer, but I don't want to be
feel
the
like
like
every
main.
woman
Like,
is.
you still have to protect
you still want to
me.
be feminine.
Exactly. I'm not putting a strap on or some shit. Like, I literally.
Wait, I thought you did.
Only to women. Only to women.
Donated
I've never fucked a man in the ass with
The
a.
thing is, once you hit pork you money, then it is irrelevant who made it, but how it is made does matter. Selling your body is probably a suboptimal way to get there.
Yeah.
Do we think he's had sex in the last year?
If I could ask,
I think he's married. Well, let me get through a couple of my
Sure.
questions, because
you got it.
I've got a
a
backlog
list.
here.
Shoot.
Coming back to you really quick, you were talking about your relationship with your husband. Are you the breadwinner? That's what stemmed this conversation. Are
Yep,
you
currently,
You're
yeah.
the breadwinner in the
Absolutely.
relationship, and you're cool with that.
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah. And let me see. Hold on, my other note here.
I guess just to make sure, because I'm really intentional, because I think a lot of people, when they hear that, my biggest frustration actually in any social media platform is people trying to demasculate my husband in any way.
100%,
So I think
yeah.
a lot of what you girls are talking about is this lack of like respect. And even though I'm the breadwinner, there's no world in which I don't have like the highest respect for my husband. He's still very masculine. He just doesn't bring in as much money. And to be honest, most of the money I bring in is kind of a team effort, because almost all of my business adventures, he's business planning with me.
That's
We're
amazing.
coordinating together. And
That's
so it's like,
that's awesome.
Sure.
I'm
That's what everyone
literally
needs,
bringing
team
all the money
effort.
in.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I wouldn't be here without him.
Partnership.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And I think
Well-
that's a big thing too. Is
Yeah.
it's like I feel bad for, because I have been in a relationship where I'm the breadwinner, and I've known people, women, where they're the breadwinner, and it's like it has nothing to do with masculinity with a guy, but I notice the man feels that way. Whether or not you treat him that way,
I think it happens for
They're the
both,
ones
right?
that-
Because you're taking care of everything.
Well,
Not
and I
only
think-
are you have the money, you got the car, you might have the space, be putting a roof over their head, but you're also grocery shopping and cleaning and doing everything a woman is like
female
sought
expectations,
after
gender
to do.
roles, yeah.
Yes.
But I also feel like for you, like you guys have like an understanding in your relationship, right? Like he does other things. Like it's not just about money. Like when I said that, it was not about money at all. It was about, I want you to do something.
With
Like,
your life.
I don't want you to just sit at home and play games. That is, I don't care about money. If you're literally going and volunteering, I would love that. That would be enough for me
That's
to
sweet.
take
I
care
would've-
of you, pay everything.
Yeah, I would have
blah, blah,
agreed
blah.
2 years
You know
ago
what
with
I
you.
mean?
I would have agreed 2 years ago, because that's exactly what I said. But then I realized that the only thing I fucking care about in life is being happy and having a content life. And the reality is, like, I've found that like most men, I think, maybe you guys would agree. Is there like a crisis of masculinity going on?
Period.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Sadly.
so
Yeah.
bad, but it's
And I think
because of our
also because of
generation.
women,
I'd
though.
agree.
I
I'd
think
agree.
a lot of women, we're pressing a lot on, women's rights, women's, like, which we should, but I think it's to the point where now it's okay, like, a lot of men are, stepping down and
Right.
feeling emasculated.
And
I feel like men are afraid to be masculine
Yeah,
because it's also
because
like if you're
they're gonna
masculine,
get
you're red
attacked.
pill.
Yeah,
and it's
right.
like there's
So
a very big
Alexa, you
difference between-
said that in previous relationships, you were the breadwinner at one point, but it sounded like
I've had both.
So
in
correct me if I'm wrong, though.
relationships,
You
yeah.
said that you think it's more so on the man's side an issue when the woman out earns. Is that your position?
That was at
It's
least
typically the
issue with
man who
my-
has an issue with a woman out earning him.
Yeah, because I didn't have a problem.
Or is it the
making
case
more
that
than my
women
partner.
become resentful of their partners when they out
James
earn?
No, I
underscore easy
wasn't
donated
resentful.
$200. bit.ly/3ago3cx.
Bro,
Now,
let's not do
does
links,
not
guys.
give FC UK. Most, if not all,
Jesus
feminists are
Christ,
gay.
you guys are...
Never argue with a 304.
304.
BTW Brian, how much for your dignity?
How much for my dignity?
$100 million.
Um,
Is his answer.
That's... how much for my dignity?
7.
Modest Hikima donated
350, about
$200.
350. Thank you, Modest.
Trash panel.
No, it's a great
Assume
panel. What are you
Thursday
talking
show
about?
BC high caliber guest. No offense, Andrew. Tech PM, your devs hate you if you don't know how to code. Bet. UAE girl, lip filler looks bad. Panel, what is a woman?
You spent $200
What
to
is
say
a woman?
that.
Someone who has a
Wow.
pussy?
You spent $200 to say that on a trash.
That was crazy. That was crazy.
I feel like
Also, my devs have no problem for the fact that I can't code because that's what they do. I'm a glorified mom, if anything, and I make sure I make sure they get their work done, and that's how it goes. Because they left on their own, they won't get it done. So.
Just to address it, we were originally going to have Michael Knowles on the show, but unfortunately he had to cancel. There's this last minute thing with the Daily Wire, but we are going to reschedule, and I think I announced it. I might have announced it previously, but we are going to reschedule that for a future date. So sometimes just, last minute things, cancellation. So we've had him on the show before. We've had Candace also from the Daily Wire. So we'll get him back on eventually. But yeah. Okay, I forgot where we were. I think I was just addressing your.
yeah.
Did you have something? Go ahead.
I was gonna, to add, I was gonna say, I mean, it kind of goes with he said the what is a woman thing. I feel like you can't really
that's right.
okay, when girls say a relationship should be 50-50 or shouldn't, I feel like so many things, it kind of goes into like sexuality. It's a preference. Some girls, they know that the way they'll be happy is being in their utmost feminine, being provided for, and there's a man who's gonna enjoy doing that. There's a woman who wants to take care of a man and prefers a submissive man. There's a girl who doesn't mind taking care of a man and he can still be the masculine one. It's like everyone has their own preferences, and then just trying to put other people's relationship in a box kind of just shows you're unhappy with yourself.
Oh, true.
If you